what I would like is for everybody to get out their pink packets that we've been working on. Up to this point, you should have looked at a lot of different ways that humans are impacting the ecosystem, including things like deforestation, water pollution, two kinds of water pollution, air pollution, ozone depletion. Today we're going to take all of that information in that huge packet and we're going to put it into a more visual way of looking at the information. And the best part about doing this is that you are going to be able to create this in the way that makes personal sense for you. And it's through what's called a mind map. So I'm going to give you just kind of an example of a mind map. And this is actually a mind map about mind maps. And I don't want you to necessarily read detail into this right now. What I do want you to do is just kind of glance at it. And with you and the person next to you, come up with 3 things that you notice right off the bat when you look at it. What are 3 things, just take a second, Carter. What are 3 things that you notice right off the bat just by glancing at that mind map? Okay, 10 seconds. All right, let's take a look. Riley, give me something that you guys noticed. Anything.
It's color-coded.
It's color-coded, right? So there's lots of different colors here. And he said color-coded, which means that, you know, we've got this whole area in blue, this whole area in green. There's a different blue and a red up here. What else? Carter, what did you guys notice?
The big mind map, they get bigger than smaller.
Okay, so it starts bigger and then it kind of gets smaller as you go. And I think that's a personal thing, and I'm going to show you some other examples in a minute. What did you guys, Rebecca, what did you guys notice? Okay, it's a map. Yes, it is a map. It's a guide or a map. That's what a map is, right? Anybody else want one more, maybe something that you stuck out at you?
Thicker.
Say it again.
The big dark green line stuck out to me.
It's thicker.
Thicker?
Like
Oh, yeah. Here, thicker, right? So you want some stuff to be maybe thicker than other stuff. So really, when you kind of delve a little bit deeper into this, you're kind of starting with your central idea, whatever the central idea of what you're going to mind map is. And then you're going to kind of go out into more broader categories. And from those broader categories, based on the way that you organize this in your own mind, you're going to kind of group together what you think kind of goes together. And there certainly are some guidelines. We should use color. You should use images, right? So try to draw pictures in here that go along with whatever it is that the human impact part that you're working on. Hierarchy, right? Some things, and you picked this up, some things are more important, so they might be bigger, they might get smaller and smaller as they kind of branch off. I noticed this connecting line, you can see it on yours as well. So if you can connect different branches together as well, and again, there's no right or wrong answer here, it's really just based on what makes sense to you. Okay, questions before I show you some examples? So here's an example of somebody who mind mapped the idea of time, right? So it's time, and they've got their big categories, and they have lots of pictures, lots of colors. It's visually very stimulating. And health, here's somebody who mapped health, right? So they start off with the big healthy apple in the middle. They've got health and diet and sleep and stress and exercise. Again, color and pictures and hierarchy and all of those things that make the mind map yours. Okay? Now I'm going to show you a skeleton version of what I think your mind map might start out as. You're not at all wedded to what I show you. If something else makes more sense for you, you absolutely should do what makes more sense for you. But if I were going to start, this is what I would start with. I would start with human impact in the center, and then I might have, I don't know that I'd go straight down that list and list everything. So for example, I had pollution as one. And then we talked about a lot of different kinds of pollution. Right, water, air, water had 2 different categories. And then ozone depletion, notice I did colors. You could do, things bolder or however you want to do it, whatever makes sense to you. Questions up to this point? Okay, so today in class, you are gonna work on creating the mind map. I'm thinking that I'm also, because we have 2 periods tomorrow, I'm gonna give you time tomorrow to finish it if we need it, and then we're gonna review. It will be due on Tuesday when we come back from Memorial break. So on Tuesday, you will give me your pink packet, your mind map, and you will also give me the take-home test that I'm gonna give you tomorrow. Okay, so I have resources here for you. I have poster board, you know all the color stuff that you need is where, you know where that is. You're welcome to use rulers, anything you need at all. Before I let you go, any questions? I feel like we know what to do here. Should I leave this up?
Yeah.
Yep. All right, 1, 2, 3, go.
Yeah. Okay.